Today was a visit to Elephantine Island, which is actually where I'm staying, but it was the part of the island where all the ruins are. And it was kind of an interesting experience. I mean, I've been longing to see the gigantic stone boxes, or naus, but went in and got kind of rushed around the place. And I wanted to take my time and take photos. So at the end of being kind of rushed around, I said, okay, now thanks. I gave them both a tip, and I went back to take my pictures nice and slowly. And they just seemed really stressed by the fact that I didn't want to leave after being rushed around the place. But hey, here's my quick walkthrough of this amazing location.
It's a very large site. It's surprisingly large, in fact, and there's a lot to see. The stone boxes are things that you look down upon from the path. You're not allowed to get too close to them. Luckily, I just zoomed in and got as many good shots as I could. But it looks like this whole area is full of very interesting bits of massive pieces of stonework. So underneath the foundations of this temple is this, and it's obviously from a previous era, and it's being used as a base for the temple above. And you can even see the blocks above it have got inscriptions from an earlier time as well. So this is a site that has been built on and rebuilt on many times. Many different eras, from the Old Kingdom all the way through to the Ptolemaic, and it's quite easy to see that there are bits of it that are kind of built on top of much older bits.
Another good example is this structure here, where the larger blocks, you can actually see the inscriptions very clearly from a previous era. But this structure is also interesting because you can see multiple eras very clearly in the way that it's been built, with things being built on top of other things and being supported and restored by later generations. And just over here is where the Ark of the Covenant was supposedly held after it was stolen from King Solomon. And this story is from the Kebra Nagast, and it certainly makes for very, very interesting reading. So after looking at all that, we then headed to the very small and quite primitive looking pyramid on Elephantine Island. And it's just a whole heap of stacked up, looks like basalt rocks, but when you look closely at these big blocks, some of them look like they could be bits of a statue or even bits of a building. So it would be very nice to have a closer look at this structure and see what some of these blocks actually were originally. So that's it for my quick tour of the ruins on Elephantine Island. But I'll probably do episodes on more specific items like this pyramid and like the giant granite stone boxes that are found there. But for now, that's it, and see you in the next episode.